Hi everyone, my name's Ellie and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a vegan panna cotta. So if you've ever made panna cotta before, you'll know that it's basically made with milk and cream and it's set with gelatin. Now all three of those things obviously aren't suitable for vegans, so we're going to have to change the recipe completely, but we're still going to have a really super simple recipe which is absolutely delicious. We're going to replace the milk and the cream with oat cream, which is a great replacement. They say to use it as single cream, so we can use that instead of milk and double cream. We're going to use golden caster sugar, which is an unrefined golden caster sugar, so also suitable for vegans. Some white sugars aren't, so keep an eye on the ingredients label if that matters to you. The setting agent, the gelatin, is going to be replaced by agar-agar flakes, which are long been used in vegan cookery for setting things. It's actually a seaweed and it comes as little flakes. The problem with this is that when it sets things, it sets them super firm and it doesn't have that same sort of nice mouthfeel that gelatin does. So what I discovered recently, I went to France with a company, Alain & Robert, and they produce Acacia gum products, which is this stuff here. Blitzed up, it makes this powder, and what we discovered is that adding the Acacia gum to the agar-agar flakes together really closely replicates gelatin, so you end up with this beautifully set panna cotta rather than the kind of slightly too firm ones that a lot of vegan panna cotta recipes are. We're also going to use some really delicious high quality vanilla extract, and that's it. So let's go. Everything in this recipe needs to be super accurately measured out, so if you haven't got any already, buy yourself a set of proper measuring spoons. The ingredients in this are going down to as small as 2 grams. So I've worked out as in an alternative measuring spoon size, but I also bought myself some of these micro scales, which are super useful if you're working in such small quantities. You don't need them for this recipe because I've done the adjustment for you, but if you're doing anything less than kind of 5 grams, these are super useful to have. So we're going to start by mixing the 50 grams of golden unrefined caster sugar with 2 grams of agar-agar flakes, which is actually exactly the same as 1.5 accurately measured level teaspoons. If we mix it together first, we're going to just get a better distribution when we mix it with the rest of the ingredients. So once that's all stirred together and well distributed, we're going to pour the 2 cartons of oat cream into the small saucepan. This is the golden caster sugar with the agar-agar flakes already mixed together. We're going to tip that into the saucepan. We're also going to add in 10 grams of the acacia gum powder. And half a teaspoon of this lovely high quality vanilla extract. So we're putting it over a low heat, mix it really, really well, and the idea is to bring it up to a simmer. Once it hits a simmer, we're going to cook it for 5 minutes. Make sure that it doesn't bubble up too much and just keep stirring it so that everything's really well mixed together. I'm using these little glasses to set the panna cottas in. These ones are Duralex, they're great. So the only other bit of kit that you need for this recipe is a high-powered blender. I'm using a NutriBullet. Once the mixture has come off the heat, you want to leave it to cool for a couple of minutes because you don't want to put anything too hot into this. We're going to stick it in here and blitz it on high for about 10 seconds to make sure everything's really, really well mixed together. Okay, so you want to work quite quickly from this point. You're going to pour the mixture into the little glass. Then what you want to do is give the glass a little tap on the counter just to get rid of any bubbles. So using this size glass, you're going to get about 6 to 8 portions. They're still a little bit warm to the touch, so I'm going to leave them to cool down to room temperature, and then we're going to refrigerate them for about 3 hours. Okay, so the panna cotta is completely set now. It's been in the fridge for about 3 hours. You can either serve it just like that in the glass, but I'm going to use a super sharp small knife just to release it from the glass, and I'm going to tip it out onto the plate. So run your knife around the outside of the glass. Beautiful. I've made a super simple berry coulis to serve with it. This is a really lovely blank canvas for all sorts of different things. Seasonal fruit goes with this really well, so maybe some stewed rhubarb. I've used frozen berries, which obviously you can use all year round, and it's a mixture of blueberries and raspberries, just with some sugar and lemon juice. I'll put the recipe in the post for you. Really quick and easy to make, and then just gonna serve it like that. Super simple. That is vegan panna cotta, made with oat cream and then set with agar-agar and the addition of the acacia gum, just to make that absolutely perfect wobble. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to know if you give this recipe a try. You can buy the acacia gum powder online, and yeah, enjoy.